All right, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about emotions. This is our Emotions 101 class, and this is something that's near and dear to my heart. I've had a lot of experience using the essential oils for emotions, and as of late, as of the last year and a half, I've been really focused on educating myself about the nervous system and how that all plays together. And we're going to be learning about that today, about using natural methods for helping our emotions, for moving through emotions, for helping our nervous system, especially in times of need. So we're going to jump right in. If you've been feeling tired of feeling stressed or kind of feeling like your body's under attack, you need some simple daily habits to help you calm your nervous system. Maybe you remember a time in the past when you took care of yourself. You want to go back to that place and kind of feel that feeling again. Or even if you just want to know the basics of using essential oils for your physical and mental health, you're in the right place. And trust me, you're not alone. I'm so happy that these oils exist. I still feel right. Rob, my husband and I were talking yesterday. We 100% believe that essential oils, Young Living essential oils, are absolutely the best kept secret out there. They are such a wonderful addition to any first aid kit, but what they can do above and beyond the body's, needs in first aid or otherwise chronic conditions is how they work on our emotions. And we're going to learn about that today. It's so huge. So we're going to tackle the beast that is stress and how it does take a toll on your health. We're going to look through that, how it affects our physical and emotional well-being. But some good news to start with is that we do have the tools and we do know how to use them. We're going to teach you about that today. So let's dive right in. Okay, emotions and the brain. So emotions are a part of our everyday lives. Obviously, they are unavoidable, and though they often seem to run the show, they are valuable to us. Okay, so it's not a negative thing to be experiencing emotions. It's a signal, right? It's your body communicating to you, your brain communicating to you. So emotions are simply reactions that we experience in response to events or situations. Okay. The type of emotion we experience is determined by the circumstance that triggers the emotion. So, for instance, a person who enjoys or will experience joy when they receive good news. A person experiences fear maybe when they are threatened. Okay, simple. But when we look at the structure of the brain and we see that the amygdala, which is a tiny little like almond-shaped structure, is really key when it comes to emotion and fear. Also, the hippocampus is where new nerve cells are created, and it's physically right beside the structure responsible for emotions. And it's connected to the nose through a cranial nerve called the olfactory nerve. So it might sound like a lot of science right there. So we're going to rephrase that here for you. The part of the brain where new nerve cells are created is connected to the part of the brain that processes emotions and is also connected to our sense of smell. Super powerful. It means we can rewire our brains. We do rewire our brains. It means that we can use oils intentionally for this. This is how we move forward in peace, you guys. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful answer to so many prayers for so many people. We want to utilize these tools that we have to dig deep and really release the emotional baggage of trauma that can potentially be weighing us down. Okay. So we're going to move on slide 3 here, emotions and the nervous system. So our emotions are closely linked to our physical bodies. If you've ever felt your stomach churn from anxiety or your heart beat faster with worry or fear, then you know that this is true. I, for one, if I'm anxious, I cannot eat. I would probably, it just wouldn't happen. Okay, I can't eat if I'm super nervous or have anxiety. Other people feel like they need to, right? So it's definitely a physical connection between stress and our bodies. And this is because of the central nervous system. So quickly and really quick, science lesson here for you. So the central nervous system has two branches, the autonomic nervous system and the sympathetic nervous system. You might remember this from like middle school science, right? The autonomic nervous system controls involuntary body responses such as blood flow and digestion, while the sympathetic nervous system is charged with controlling the body's fight or flight reactions. Both of these systems are affected by and involved in our emotional responses. So for now, let's focus on the sympathetic nervous system, which is our fight or flight response. So we will be in one of these three places with our sympathetic nervous system. You're either going to be ventral, aka the right amount of energy. We feel calm, grounded, able to give and receive connection with others. Sympathetic, which is too much energy. They're hyperactive, frustrated, angry, yelling, anxious, panicking, defensive, or dorsal, which is drained or zero energy or shut down, closed off, depressed, zoned out, numbed, hopeless, sluggish. Okay, so one of those three zones. Our goal is to spend as much time as possible in the ventral energy, but overwhelming circumstances, stress, past traumas, and pain, current or past, can hijack the system and send us down the spiral into an activated sympathetic state, or further down into a numbed or depressed dorsal state. So ventral is the goal, though oftentimes we end up in that sympathetic or even dorsal state. And this is why it's so important for us to identify and process our emotions and not just shove them away, right? So that we can rewire our responses and really spend our time in a calm state with just the right amount of energy. And you guessed it, one of the best tools for rewiring the system are essential oils. So let's move on to slide 4 here. Emotions and essential oils. So how do essential oils help with our emotions? Short answer, because the power of aromatherapy and the limbic system. So our sense of smell is directly related to our emotions and mood. The cranial nerve associated with the smell, that olfactory nerve, goes from your nose into your brain and ends next to your hypothalamus, that area of the brain which is responsible for your mood, your feelings, your emotional processing. It's the only sense that we have, our five senses, right, that is attached to the emotions in this way. It's very, very special. So that's why, for example, a scent can trigger a memory or even a feeling. Like maybe vanilla reminds you of baking cookies with your best friend, or lavender or rose reminds you of your grandmother. This is why aromatherapy is so effective when it comes to processing emotions and dealing with needs such as anxious thoughts, stress, and even low mood. Essential oils are also great for emotions because they contain constituents that can cross the blood-brain barrier to help reprogram bad coding as a result of trauma. So you're having, normal level of stress in your life. We can work with this. If you had some sort of grief or unexpected event come up, those oils can work with that. If you have a intense life trauma that's happened to your body and has recoded cells to operate in a way that's not conducive to a calm, peaceful body, we can still work on that with the essential oils, just with scent, you guys. Like, this is powerful stuff. Powerful. So the other compounds can rewrite that code to restore the original perfect copy, one that will not keep us pulled into the physical and emotional effects of stress. So this is just absolutely incredible. It's a process, but the great thing about essential oils is that we have a choice to embrace that process instead of loading our bodies up with toxins, chemicals, pharmaceuticals, things that create more confusion in the cells. Okay. So there's no shame in using conventional tools available to help you through when you need, but remember, they're intended for use while you're also doing the emotional work. So that's why adding essential oils, daily affirmations, emotional processing to your daily routine can really help you rewire your system to create a more peaceful baseline for your emotional health. Next, we're going to talk about why Young Living. When it comes to bringing products into our lives and homes, we want to know that we have a company that we can trust, right? To keep our best interest in mind, to be on the up and up with the new research, and be kind to both people and the planet and its harvesting practices, all of that. We want peace of mind knowing that we're getting the best possible options, especially when it comes to farming, harvesting, and distilling the plants for our oils. And that's why we love Young Living. Our family has been using them for almost 2 decades now. I think we're going into year 17 or 18. It's been a long time that we've had these in our lives, and we just love them so much. Young Living is a company dedicated to purity and purpose. In a world of bottom lines and like investor-driven quotas, it's a family-owned, farm-driven group of people that simply want to create the very best sustainable oils and products for the people that they care about and we care about. Products that will bring us all thriving physical, mental, and emotional health. Products that will be convenient and easy for you to incorporate into your busy schedule. Products backed by proven science and experiential evidence that will never sacrifice quality for any reason. Young Living embraces like truly rigorous quality control standard to help ensure that all their products meet strict specifications. Seed to Seal is a Young Living commitment that helps ensure that with every pure essential oil and Young Living product that your family uses, you're enjoying the benefits of their global resources, industry leadership, and over 2 decades of innovation, which the result is a pristine final product that you know has been created with conscientious sourcing, science, and standards, which are the 3 pillars of the Seed to Seal promise. So I highly recommend making it a goal of yours to visit one of the Young Living's worldwide farms. It's an educational experience you will not forget. You'll even get to plant some lavender that will one day be distilled into a bottle and shipped to your door. Pretty cool, right? So meanwhile, you have that level of personal dedication to quality in your success in your health journey right here. And with the person who's helped point you to this presentation or to the oils in general, you loving your results is the goal, and we know that you will. Okay, so we're going to move on to releasing emotional patterns next. So sometimes the thing that helps us buckle down to make a change is actually to let go, which sounds easy, but it takes intentional work to truly let go and not revisit past pains that feel like a gaping wound, right? So let's talk about trauma for a minute. It's kind of a buzzword lately, right? But honestly, there's good reason for that. We have all experienced things in our lives that have shaped us for good or bad. And oftentimes we've experienced trauma that has created habits and responses in us that can often be overlooked. The connection can be overlooked. So if you feel easily overwhelmed or anxious about the future, frustrated with how your life has turned out, easily annoyed with family or coworkers, or if you snap at people when you don't really want to or mean to, you might actually have trauma that needs to be processed. For our purposes, trauma can be defined as any situation where you got less than you needed and were not equipped to process it. We all likely have trauma, and sometimes it takes a little digging to find it, to find how it shaped you and find how it's showing up in your life today. And if we don't do the work to process these emotions, they remain stuck in our bodies and subconsciousness while they continue to wreak havoc, right? So what do? We take active, intentional steps to release those emotional patterns. And how do you do this, right? It kind of sounds simple, but like, how do you actually do this? Grab an oil and isolate what emotion that you're feeling. Think about the opposite of that emotion and deeply inhale the oil as you sit quietly. After time, you can practice rewiring that pathway with a truth or an affirmation. So doing this daily as you process through a specific event or emotion will really help. So I really recommend this book called Releasing Emotional Patterns with Essential Oils. I have it right here in front of me by Carolyn Main. And here's some examples from that book. So for example, if your emotion is anxiety, if you're constantly feeling anxiety about all the things, the other side of that is confidence, right? Like anxiety is kind of like supercharged worry. Opposite is confidence. The way out in an affirmation form is peace, be still. Peace, be still. Okay. At the same time, you're choosing an oil that is grounding for you, that you love, that brings joy to you. The book that I just mentioned will give you exact oil suggestions for each emotion. So next emotion example here is disappointment. The other side of that is freedom. Disappointment kind of like locks us into, maybe being sad over a situation that we wish went a different way. The other side of it is freedom. The way out is I trust my vision. Next emotion is grief. The other side of that is happy, right? Way out, change brings growth. Next emotion, misery. The other side, simply joy. The way out, I am free. Okay. Another great way to process emotions is through movement. This can be walking, stretching, swimming, cycling, just as long as the movement physically moves your body through space. So grab your oils, apply or diffuse them as you move, breathing in the oil as you mentally and physically process. So for some individuals, those steps also include therapy or counseling, and there's a great deal of value in a third party listening and kind of giving insight into your experiences, and a great healing can really happen in those safe spaces. This is all something you can do alongside of that. Next slide here is speaking truth over our lives. So truth is a good thing, a necessary thing, can feel like a complex thing as well, maybe, but your past pain and trauma is true. Okay, it's true. And so is the ability for you to find freedom from it. They're both true. Using oils and truths or affirmations will help you rewire the pathways in your brain to create new ones that are peaceful and whole. So, speaking truth over our lives, our situations, even our past, is essential to the emotional release process. And this can be done in multiple different ways. So, choose one that feels good to start with and maybe consider adding in some of the other practices as you move forward. But an affirmation can be as simple as identifying the emotions you wish to release, finding the opposite of them, repeating a mantra maybe or a few each day as you breathe in essential oil. So you can grab a dry erase marker maybe and write the affirmations on a mirror and spend a few minutes each day looking at your reflection, reciting the affirmations while you breathe from the bottle or diffuser of the oil that you choose. Journaling is also a great way. Writing can be a powerful tool for processing emotions. It can look like writing a letter to a younger version of yourself, to a parent or a family member, to the good girl or boy that you felt like you had to be back then, or really to anyone, real or imaginary or past version of a real person. Get a pen and paper, and instead of typing as our eyes track and process differently on blue light device, write it down on paper. Fire up your diffuser and apply an oil blend as you inhale it as you write. Next would be detox baths because our emotions affect our physical health. And because we really need to slow down and process them, taking a long bath can be great for processing. Next, grab a cup maybe of Epsom salts, add a few drops of your chosen oil or blend, fire up your diffuser as well, and sit and soak as you isolate your emotions. Find the other side and process through any trauma that you uncover, continuing to breathe in the oils as you go. Next thing is visualization. You can use visualization to revisit a past pain and rewire the pathways in your brain to move your nervous system into a safe place. Maybe think back to a painful period in your life, like who was there? What did it look like? How did it feel? How old were you? Sit there for a minute. Now visualize someone who feels safe, strong, and nurturing to you. It can be a real person or someone fictional or someone that you made up. Imagine that person coming in to give the younger version of yourself exactly what you needed in that moment. As we move forward to talk about essential oils for emotional release, come back to these practices as a way to maybe work through your emotions and trauma and add at least one of them to your daily routine and then add others. Next, we're going to talk about the power of diffusing. So we know that our sense of smell is directly related to our emotions and mood because of the limbic system. This means that we can intentionally use aromatherapy to process past trauma, rewire the signals in our brains, and release negative emotions that we carry. This knowledge carries such incredible significance for us. It truly empowers us with practical tools for our emotional health. And it means that we have the power to change our thoughts, okay? We have the power to change our emotions, and we have the power to change our actions, even in the face of stress. The practice of aromatherapy has been around for centuries and has become an incredibly popular area of study in the last decade. So there have been, as a result, countless studies on PubMed about the ways that essential oils can positively impact health areas such as immunity, mood and emotion, sleep, racing thoughts, focus, so much more. Like we mentioned, aromatherapy, breathing in essential oils, sends messages to our brain through our cranial nerves and limbic systems. And this means that inhaling oils triggers this area, helping us to rest, reset, and recharge. And diffusing is a great way to get the benefits of those oils for more than one individual. So it can be as simple as grabbing essential oil blend, adding 10 or so drops to your diffuser, and sitting it next to you while you sit quietly or journal and meditate over a scripture or affirmation, or even revisit a past trauma and visualize what you need in that moment. So go back to where we talked about speaking truth over our lives and find one of those actions that you can take while sitting quietly. Breathe in essential oils as you do this to further rewire the connections in your brain. And I also want to add that it's just so powerful for the whole household, the whole family, especially if a child has had trauma or if a child is working through intense emotions. Just simply having the diffusers running in the home can be so beneficial for them. And it doesn't have to be this big, intervention or therapy appointment. It's just adding the oils to change the energy in the house and affect their limbic systems. Next is choosing our focus. Peace and calming, frankincense. Essential oils are a great tool for us to use as we focus on mindsets that are positive, encouraging, and help us to achieve our goals. So our emotions are often hijacked, though, by circumstances outside of our control. But the good news here is that we get to choose our focus. So the next time you begin feeling that emotional slide, grab your bottle of peace and calming or frankincense and take a deep breath. Allow the oil to work with the physical body to release stored emotions and shift your mood and focus towards your chosen mindset. It can be as simple as diffusing oils, applying them throughout the day, or even breathing them directly from the bottle. Peace and calming, we're going to talk about more in a second, is my favorite oil. And I have bottles of, I have a bottle in the car, in my purse, on my desk, in the kitchen, like by the, where the main hub of the house is. And I've been training myself over the last year or two. When I feel my heart start to race or that anxiety come up, I immediately put this oil on and I just sit with it and let it work wonders for me and kind of just let my body settle down. I immediately use it. I call it emotional first aid because it's in the moment. It's just so powerful. So Peace and Calming is one of Young Living's most popular blends, and it's for a good reason. It's because it's a blend of tangerine, orange, ylang, patchouli, and blue tansy. It'll definitely become a favorite in your family too because it really relaxes the body and calms the emotions. It can signal overtired and overworked body systems that it's safe space to lay down the stress and invite in a sense of calm. It's a wonderful choice for daily perfume too, and specifically helps calm the central nervous system when it's in fight or flight mode. So if you're feeling any of that sympathetic nervous system stuff happening where there's a lot of energy and anger and outburst, that this oil is specifically targeted for that. Next is frankincense, and it's one of the most desired essential oils available today. It's a must-have for every home for so many reasons, but it's a grounding oil that can help us to find a calm center in our spirit. It's a wonderful oil to apply and diffuse during meditation, prayer, journaling, counseling, or other emotional work. But the added bonus is it's our go-to for supporting the immune system as well. It also helps maintain youthful and vibrant skin, and it really just creates an atmosphere of rest. It's a beautiful oil. And it's been diffused, burned, and the resin burned in churches and holy places for many, many, many centuries. Next, we're going to talk about battling emotional and mental exhaustion. So Panaway and Valor are two for this. So emotional and mental exhaustion are such real phenomenon, and they often show up in our physical bodies as well. So many women are carrying a mental and emotional load that no one ever sees, and it's like a load that they can never lay down. So could they even lay it down if they wanted to, though? This causes physical symptoms like soreness, anxiety, fatigue, and our oils can help with so much of all of that. Panaway is when you need relief from the emotion of exhaustion. You grab your bottle of Panaway. So you can diffuse it, apply it, just get this oil on and around you. It's a blend of mint oils and copaiba, which supports the body through inflammation. It's essentially a natural alternative to all the other like OTC pain creams on the market today. So after a long day taking care of the family, long day of work, or just a day when the weight of it's all on your shoulders, Panaway is really your best friend. It's a very powerful oil. Next is Valor. Valor is a lovely blend of frankincense, black spruce, blue tansy, camphor wood, and geranium that is helpful for many emotions around our activated sympathetic fight or flight response. Thus, its battle-worthy name, right? Valor is a powerhouse when facing a trial or season of adversity because its natural properties help align the body both emotionally and physically. Our emotions and trauma are often stored in the physical tissues and fascia of our bodies, and essential oils help release stuck emotions and tension at a physical level from specific parts of the body. So, if you're feeling resigned, like you can't fight anything anymore, it's your diaphragm. If you're feeling like you're losing a battle, you can put it just below your lower lip. If you have a fear of conflict, you can put it on your abdomen just above right and left hips. If you're feeling aggressive, you can put it on your abdomen also above the right and left hips. If you're feeling defensive, you can put it on your stomach. So to harness its wonderful properties, you can apply Valor to your shoulders, bottoms of your feet, back of your neck, or anywhere that you're experiencing tension or stressful tightness in your body. It's also wonderful to diffuse it and apply when you're doing your emotional processing. And it's great as a daily fragrance too. It's one of my husband's favorite oils too, I might add. Pick some up right now. Next is the power of breath work. We're talking about Raven and peppermint. So sometimes our bodies and minds need something like super simple, right? Like a deep breath. The deep breath, clear breath, we can inhale to take in the good and then exhale, releasing what we no longer need. Our breath can be so powerful. It can be a pause. It can be a shift. It can be cleansing. So harness the power of your breath for emotional benefits. Breathe deeply, clearly, and from your belly, not your chest, and support your airways with Raven and peppermint. So Raven, say hello to a deep breath in a bottle with Raven. This eucalyptus blend is also infused with Raven Tsara, which is also known as camphor. And it's an active ingredient in Vicks chest rub. So you might be really familiar with that feeling and smell of that camphor. This oil blend is amazing diffused. You can try it alone or even with lemon, and applied to give your airways the TLC they need. So you can just rub it right on your chest. It's also so soothing when your nose and chest need some TLC. You can combine it with a little coconut oil for a simple but effective chest rub, or use it in some bath, maybe some Epsom salts as well. Peppermint Vitality is crisp, fresh, and alerting. It opens the airways, it cleanses the systems, and gives you that deep breath that you're needing. If you need a little help on your early morning drive, not to zone out when working on a computer, or just a little sensory experience to kind of focus your attention, grab your peppermint. Little dab on the back of the neck has the most wonderful, like alerting, like just waking up effect. The scent is crisp and cool, and the gentle tingling helps bring the mind and body back into connection. And as you practice the art of healthy breathing, you may discover benefits to all the body systems, which each crave oxygen and that freedom to detoxify through the lungs. The brain desperately needs this, and the whole nervous system as well, circulatory system, endocrine system, and of course, deep breathing and relaxed muscles go hand in hand. Your breath is super powerful. Next is digestive response to emotions, digize and lemon. Have you ever felt your belly dancing around because you're nervous, anxious, worried about something? This physical emotional connection is so real, and it works the other way as well. When we're stressed, overwhelmed, allowing our emotions to run the show, there are physical issues that arise. And digestive issues are huge when it comes to this. Our stomachs and livers store unprocessed emotions, which often leaves us feeling less than stellar. So, two really simple ways to support this is Digest and lemon. Digest Vitality is your digestive support blend that helps the body physically soothe upset bellies, and it helps us process through that stored emotion. So, full of well-known digestive herbs like tarragon, ginger, peppermint, juniper, fennel, lemongrass, anise, and patchouli. It's a blend that soothes any digestive issue. It's really powerful. So whenever you're needing to get things moving or to soothe the digestive upset or for daily digestive health, it's a blend to choose. You can choose topically, use it topically, or add it to a capsule with a little olive oil maybe for really wonderful relief. And next is lemon vitality. And it's like the easiest health hack to add lemon vitality to your water and drink it throughout the day. Lemon essential oil is cold pressed from the rind of the fruit, making it alkaline. So it's a wonderful way to give your liver a little gentle detox and support every single day. Plus, it tastes amazing. It makes you want to keep drinking that water, which helps keeps things moving too. Next is creating vacation in our surroundings. Stressway and Citrus Fresh are just so amazing. And while we all love a good vacation, we don't actually have the ability to get away all the time, right? So we can do this on a daily basis, though, even minute by minute with our oils. And if that isn't winning, I don't know what it is. Stress Away is your vacation in a bottle. Convenient, ready to go with you to the grocery store, school, work, or whenever you need to pretend you're in a beach chair, sipping something cold and watching the waves. Stress Away Essential Oil Blend features copaiba, lime, cedarwood, vanilla, ocotea, and lavender for an exotic aroma. That's exactly what the name says, and for achieving a happy and positive day. Citrus Fresh. If there's one oil that feels like a burst of sunshine in your day, it's this one. Citrus Fresh is a crisp blend of orange, grapefruit, mandarin, tangerine, lemon, and spearmint that's bright and happy and uplifting. Throw it in your diffuser first thing in the morning, diffuse it in your car, apply it whenever you need a little bit of sunshine. Next is healing rest. We all know that sleep is important for our overall health, but did you know it's also absolutely essential when it comes to emotional health? And we're talking more than just not feeling cranky from lack of sleep. Sleep is essential for your ability to focus and make decisions. Sharp mental clarity, low stress levels, a positive outlook, healthy weight, and strengthening the immune system, right? So when we sleep, our brains and bodies go through important processes needed for growth, learning, memory, recuperation of our body systems. And without sleep, our bodies cannot effectively make more white blood cells or create neurons, repair muscle, produce antioxidants, or generate nerve pathways. So this makes sleep as important for survival as even food and water. And two of our favorites for sleep are lavender and thieves, especially together in that combo. Lavender is the loving grandmother of all essential oils. It has a scent that's a wonderful blend of fresh, floral, clean, and calm. Lavender is a great beginner oil. It's incredibly versatile. It's super gentle, and it's just a must for every home. It's a scent Its gentle scent is synonymous with rest and relaxation for a good reason because it's incredibly soothing to both the body and mind. You can apply this all over your body, making simple linen spray for your pillow and sheets, and diffuse lavender at bedtime too. Thieves Vitality is the go-to oil for kicking any ick in our houses and our bodies because it's an immune system powerhouse. It's a germ-fighting blend combining rosemary, lemon, eucalyptus radiata, cinnamon bark, and clove. Each of these oils has cleansing and purifying properties, making Thieves a wonderful oil to diffuse at night as you sleep to help your immune system recharge. No matter how you use it, you diffuse, apply, ingest, get this oil in and on and around you. Okay. And getting started is easiest with the premium starter bundle. It's your easy button when it comes to processing emotions, giving your body physical support like happy bellies, deep breaths, and more, and creating a calm, encouraging environment wherever you are. The starter bundle is packed with some of our favorite essential oils, your choice of diffuser, roller filament, and hand purifier, and more. The value really cannot be beat. It includes an Aria diffuser or the desert mist. Pictures is a desert mist. You can also get the Adobe diffuser now, which is even more beautiful. It's like a nice clay, white clay. It's a frankincense, lavender, lemon, peppermint, citrus fresh, digest, Thieves, Panaway, Peace and Calming, Raven, Stress Away, Valor, 2 roller filaments, a Thieves spray, 10 Thieves waterless hand sanitizer sachets, and 2 Ninja Red singles. So if you want to grab yours today, you can just scan that QR code and it'll bring you right to the page where you can add it to cart. Next is loyalty rewards. So if you like making life simpler, saving money, getting free products and a good discount, then this is for you. You will want to order your Young Living favorites via the loyalty rewards program so that you can earn rewards points, get free diffuser, gain access to exclusive oils, save money, and have it all show up at your doorstep. Plus, after you place just 2 consecutive 50 PV orders, you'll get your first free gift, which is a Desert Mist diffuser. All it takes is a few minutes to get started earning all the perks with loyalty rewards. And here's the whole process. You just add the products to cart on the add to cart button. But during checkout, you'll see an option that says, would you like to make this your first loyalty order? You select yes, and then everything in your cart will process for that today as loyalty points. And any loyalty rewards eligible items will appear in your My Loyalty Order tab once your order processes. There's no minimum PV required, but at least one item that's eligible for LR has to be in your cart to enroll. And step 3 is just manage it by using the My Loyalty Order tab for the next month by adding, deleting, or moving items into save for later before your next process date. So it's super easy and it makes sure that you get what you want every single month at a great price. Next, if you want to learn more, we have this amazing app called Life Steps. I have an amazing Facebook group that's been around for many years. Lots of information in it. If you want to join, please message me and I will get you in there. We have so much information. It's so hard to get everything about these beautiful oils into one presentation, but joining the group or getting into this Life Steps app will really help you. And if you're ready to order, here is the QR code again. We'd be happy to welcome you to our community on Facebook. And just a reminder, we have a code for new customers. It's ShareYL, and it'll help you save 10% off today. If you have any questions, please reach out to me on socials. I'm always here to help. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.